Hello everyone, and welcome to the second video in the Siege Survival Gloria Victis tutorial series. We are looking today in this order at the location of the chests that you can find, the two keys that are in the game, where the location as to where you use these keys, and finally the three trader locations, which should help you guys out with some of the achievements that you can unlock in Steam. And also, obviously, knowing where the chests are helps with getting the loot in order to aid the Bastion as well. So yeah, let's get stuck in. Okay, we are in the High City, and we have just burnt a corpse in this doorway here that allows us to get into this part. And here is one of our chests, which we are going to just quickly search here. And that gives us 3 iron bars and some valuables. So that's chest number 1. Okay, we are now in the High City area, and we are over here in this corner, near this vegetable plot here. So we've come through here, or it depends on which way you come. You can either come from the main keep and come around this way here through the golden corner and nip through here and come around. Or if you've unlocked this active passage already, you can come along here and come straight in. And there's a chest here. And we've got some tools and some planks in there. Okay, we are currently on Tar Smoker's Isle up here. And we are going around the back of the main building here. There is a huge amount of corpses here that you do need to burn with a torch in order to get through. And if you're looking for notes on how to get from the golden corner into the Filthies here and then into here on a standard playthrough, you also need to bring a shovel to clear the entrance here. So here's the chest, and in here we have some more ballista parts on this particular playthrough. Okay, so we are in the Filthies, and we are at this spot here, which is near enough to this main bridge out of town. You can get here quickly by running around here, waiting for the guard to pass, and coming up straight here. And here is our chest number 4. In this chest is the massive key. So chest number 4 and also the massive key. Okay, we are in the Filthies, and we are at this point here just before the bridge. Stood on this little jetty here, and here is our next chest. So let's grab that and find out what's inside. This time some broken heavy armor. Okay, from the crafts district here we can go past the active passageway. You can actually come up around here and walk all the way around the outside of this building. And there is a chest. So we can open this chest here. And on this particular playthrough here we find some arrows and some valuables. Okay, we are in the low town in this area here, right next to this building here. There is a corpse to burn here. Inside this chest we have some ballista parts on the normal story playthrough. So we are in the low town, and we are at the top end of town here. We look like we're at the same kind of a shrine here as the event over here to actually get into the temple. It's fairly similar, but there's no event there, so we can't actually use that. And this house here is what we're looking for, and up against the edge here is our chest. So let's open that one. There we go. And yeah, so that's the chest up there in the lowdown. Okay, after you manage to get into the Temple of the Forefather district, you can come around to this side of the temple here, exactly where I am. There it is on the larger map, just in case you need to see it. And there's our chest here, and there's some pots and things in there which we will take. Okay, so exactly the same place where we would find Jacob. This is beyond the siege attack of day 6, when Maurice tells you to go and look in the guard post. We are basically around the corner from the starting area. We can go in here after clearing this with a shovel, and here is another chest. So we will collect the resources from this chest here, and we have some more ballista parts. Okay, we've covered this already in the chest guide, but for the massive key, we are in the Filthies here, and we are just before we get to this main bridge here. On the main route, as if you were coming from this active passageway here, we run along here. We find what I labelled as chest number 4, and in this chest number 4 here is the massive key. Okay, we are currently in the crafts district. This door and event can also be accessed from the marketplace. I'm visiting it from this side, as I have just picked up the key from the Filthies here, and obviously it's more convenient to come back into the marketplace and return to the keep from this direction. So we are at this event here. Like I say, can be accessed from both sides. You might need to walk around a bit to toggle it, and it allows you to open the door with the key. This is where we use the massive key. Okay, for the rusty key, we are in the guard post, same place where we found chest number 7 and also where we found Jacob. We're around the corner from where we would start our scavenging in the first instance, from the first part of the game. We can go into this guard post after clearing it with a shovel, go to the rooftop and actually loot this dead guard here. And actually, here we can find the rusty key. So this is where we get the rusty key. Okay, so we are just at the top of Cheapside here, between the Temple of the Forefather, Cheapside and the High City. There's an event in the city right here, and we are going to interact with this. You approach an old chapel, and then it says you need a key in order to get through this door here, and we can open the door, which requires a key obviously, and that's where we use the rusty key. Okay, so we are now in the golden corner, and we are in this little alcove here. So we walk out of our main keep space here. There's a shovel point here that we need to break, and we can walk along here. Beware of the guard. The guards do go around in this direction, and I think they start around here when you do break through here, so they can bump into you. You come into here, and this event in the city here we can activate, and we meet Maude, and Maude has a field hospital, but she's also a trader, so you can come in here and trade some items. Yeah, and that's our first trader that we can meet in the game. depending of course on which order you play in. Okay, we are now in the harbour in this location here, and we are at this event in the city, which is the closest event to the main bridge out of town, and we're going to interact with this one. We hear the cry of a baby, and we can search the boat. We find this lady who's a camp follower called Semera, and she's actually a trader. So that's our second trader, and she is located down in the harbour. Yeah, so feel free to come here and trade what items you can. She has a lot of arms and armour. This is the place to go if you need weaponry, as you can see. Okay, so right after we've used the rusty key and we activate this passageway here between the Cheapside district and the temple of the Forefather, we can go around to this event in the city, activate this one, and we basically find the temple basically full of people, and we find Beocca, who basically go through a few dialogue choices here, and then we have the opportunity to trade with him, and he seems to have a lot of medicines and things like that, some materials and some pots. So that's how we unlock Beocca, the third trader in our playthrough. Okay guys, I hope this tutorial has been informative and helpful for yourselves. If there's anything in here that you didn't catch or want explaining, feel free to leave us a comment and I will most likely answer. Until then, happy hunting, and I hope to see you around for some more content on the Whiteseer Gaming channel. Take care and stay safe.